Hello everyone, this is a video on how to get to the servo horn, the steering servo horn, to replace it with Hot Racing aluminum 25 tooth servo horn with a 3mm screw threaded. So what we're replacing is this servo horn right here. There's a steering servo horn right here. So we're going to go through what you have to do to get access to this on the Traxxas TRX 4 scale trail crawler. So first thing you need to do is take off these 7mm wheel nuts. It should have came included in your kit. I already took them off on mine, so I'll just take them off, set them off to the side there. And they are directional, so just make sure on these tires they show you the direction right here. The rotation have like a little arrow, so just make sure you have them facing the right way. Just a thing to note. So it looks like on this truck we have to go and get either a 5/64 bit or a 2mm Allen and go right here, and I'll loosen this bolt right here. Yep, see how it just moved over when I tried loosening it? And this is right trying to get in there, trying to get you a good picture of that. Let me see if I can steer these. It feels like the servo horn stripped out. So loosening this bolt, it's kind of hard to get to because they don't give you a whole lot of room, that's for sure. So you just loosen this little bar up, this little bar right here, this little bar right here. Just loosen that off the servo horn right there. There's the servo horn right there. So next thing we're gonna do is you're gonna have to take off this trailing or track bar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this bar up like that. Sorry for the weird camera angles, everyone. And this is, I'm using a 5/64 bit with my Integi wrench. I had to get a new tip for it. So this black hex tip right there, had to get a new one. So we got that out. So now the track bar is out of the way. Hopefully, just enough to get to it. So then next we're gonna have to see if we can get this little bolt out right here. There's a little bolt right here. That little one right there. Right there. You're gonna have to take that out. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try this. Getting a 2.5mm hex and pulling it out the top. A little bit of room that way. See if this will work. There's 4 screws on the servo here. Just loosen those up from the top. You have access to them. They look like this. Kind of what they look like. Have that big flat head. Trying to get it in there. You guys can see it. Now be careful when you're doing this, you don't bend this too tightly. You could break the wires right where they enter the servo. Just keep that in mind as a quick note. Okay, so here's the servo horn. This is what we're trying to replace. This plastic piece. It's bad. So, let me grab my 5/64 wrench, and it does pay off to get a nice wrench set. And Taggy makes a nice Allen wrench set for RC cars for repairing them. If you're wanting to get into the hobby and want to do your own maintenance and not pay the ridiculous price for a hobby shop to do it, just get yourself a wrench set. I think they're roughly 40 bucks, roughly. Don't quote me on that. But they really work awesome. I mean, I had this for 4 years before the tip started stripping out on me. And then I just got a new tip last week, so they really work good. So just loosen this bolt, just like that. Just loosen that bolt. Just like that. Take that out. Has Loctite on it because it's going into a metal plate thing, which is good. Then you just pull this off, and it pulls off just like that. Now you probably won't be able to see it on camera, but let's see if I can get it here on my little. Sorry, I dropped it there. Apologize. See right in here, right there. Let's see if I can get my light on it. It's stripped out. So right in there. See all those little teeth in there? I can kind of see them. See them? They're stripped out towards the back. Yeah, see how it might be hard to see. Sorry about that. I'm kind of doing this on my phone at the moment because my camera's died. So but yes, this is the stripped out one. So on the way to get the new one here. Okay, and you have 2 screws right here. They look like a 5/64 2mm screws you get put on there. But when you do this, take your radio here, and this steering trim knob right here. Center it at 0, right there, just like that. Right at 0, maybe a little bit more like that. That's 0. Make sure it's centered on 0. Turn your radio on. Turn it on. Plug in your battery. Turn on your ESC. Okay. Make sure that your steering servo still works. Okay, so something is going on with mine since I unplugged it. Let's retry this again here, guys. Okay, so I just pressed it once. Yeah, now I'm not getting anything, no throttle, nothing.